I'm really excited about this video. I think it's going to be super helpful for you, and I'm going to be talking about how you can look the most professional that you can. So this is really important. I'm really excited to share this with you, so don't go anywhere. Let's do this. So when you're just starting out, some of these may seem a little bit daunting or a little bit confusing, or hey, how do I get to this point? And I'm going to help you with all of that. I just want you to understand though that first of all, it's really important in order to make yourself look really professional, there's some steps that you have to take. And of course, over time, it is about building the confidence, but we will get you there, I promise. Here we go. The first thing that I want to talk about is your portfolio. So I know that usually it's like, oh, but hang on, how do I get a nice portfolio? I'm just starting out. You know what? Do what all the rest of us have done. Use something in your home. So even if it's just one room, or if it's, a couple of vignettes that you can do, or maybe you have a friends or family and they have a nice house and you've helped them with some stuff and you can kind of convince them that, hey, you know what, I'll help you do this if you don't mind if I get some pictures afterwards for my portfolio. So it's really important to have a really nice portfolio, and I can't stress enough professional photography. It's super important. I have heard people say, but I use my phone and it looks really good. You know what? 98% of the time it doesn't, okay? So you need to have those professional photos. And I say to people, hey, if we're expecting people to invest in our service, then you need to invest in the service of a photographer to make what we've done and what you've created look even better. And it's your portfolio. So when I land on someone's website and I see some photos that have been badly lit, or the angles are off, I know it, and you can tell. So, and when I land on someone's website and they've got professional photos, it's like, damn, you look good. Your shit looks good. Your portfolio is key. The next thing is your presentation. So when I'm talking about presentation, I'm not talking about the presentation. I'm talking about how you present yourself. And this is something even I struggle with sometimes, because I actually, if I'm working from home, I really just want to lay back and I'm no bra and I'm jogging pants or jeans, but right now, I did myself up for today, and so I can present to you by looking professional. So it's really important that when you're going to see a client, that you present yourself confidently and you look the part, you've made an effort, so they know that when you turn up at the door, they've probably cleaned up their house, they're so excited that you're there, maybe they've had to ask their husband, as an extra gift to have you come, and I just need this help. So it's a really big deal for them, and you need to show them, yeah, I am a big deal, in a non-cocky way. And your presentation and how you present yourself and how you speak and how you look is going to help you with that for sure. Number 3 on the list is processes. Now, if you're just starting out, obviously processes are going to be something that you're going to have to build along as you go, and that's why I'm here to help you as well. But it's really important to have your processes in place. For example, when someone contacts me, I now have it set up so they go to my contact form, they fill out their information, then from there they're prompted to set up a phone call, and then we set up a time to speak. Then once we've spoken, I let them know that my VA is going to get in touch with them, and she is going to send them out some information about either confirming the appointment or some information more about my services. And then when I show up to their home, I have processes. I have a folder I go through with them. It's what I go through immediately as soon as I get through the door. I'm in control. I'm showing them how I'm working, and we're going through questions that I've already asked them through a questionnaire, because that's another one of my processes. So throughout the whole thing, you've got to have those processes in place. They're going to help you later on, trust me. Number 4, posts. So these are your posts that you may do on your social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you may be saying, but Claire, I have nothing to show yet. I don't know what to post. You know what? I take my camera, obviously it's on our phone, I take it everywhere. If I can, I take my selfie. If I can, I take my mic. There are opportunities everywhere. So if you're out and about and you see, I've done it where I've seen something terrible at Home Depot, and I just pull out my camera, either I do a video or I take a shot, a picture, and then I'll post it to social media and I'll say, wow, look at this big bad mess, I recommend you don't do this. Or I'm at my design center and they've got some brand new fabrics out, so I'll just take a couple photos, then I post on there and go like, wow, look at these latest products that just came in. And what those regular posts are doing is, one, it's keeping you top of mind for everybody else. So when people are seeing you, they're like, oh man, she is pretty serious, or he's pretty serious about this, because they're posting like every day about something to do with design. And secondly, so you're also showing yourself as the expert in the field. So even if you're new and you're just starting out, you can still show people again that like, hey, you know what? I'm doing this, and this is where I've been today. I've been to a seminar, or I did a webinar, or anything. Like there's so many things you can post about, or you can share blog posts, or if someone else posted something and you can say, hey, that was actually good, then share it. People love when you share their stuff. So for sure, share it, and just make sure that you are doing your regular posts. Okay, so the next thing is, and this may be the biggest of them all, and kind of all of them kind of incorporate it, it's perception. Perception. How do people perceive you? How are you putting yourself out there, and what are other people's perception of you? Because the more you can build yourself up, the more you can build up your credibility, the more you can show that you're looking professional, how you present yourself, that you've got your processes in place, people's perception of you are going to be like, wow, you know, they really are organized. They're really going places. So, and an analogy that I look at is, you know, when you watch those HGTV shows, which we all love so much, right? But when you watch HGTV, I mean, the main people for the show, you know, it makes it look like they were there throughout the whole process, and that they planned it, and that they did it, and they implemented it, and they chose everything. When in reality, you know, they're really only showing up for maybe half an hour on set, like, you know, here and there. And other than that, there's someone else behind the scenes who's doing all the grunt work. But when we watch it on the show, whoa, we're like, that person did that, they're amazing, da 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 da. You know, even if they didn't do it, the perception is they're way up here in our books because it looks like they did it, it looks like they did an amazing job. I'm not saying be a liar, I'll leave that to HGTV, but I am saying that you just need to make yourself look as professional as you can, and just be consistent with things, and then people's perception of you is going to be skyrocketing, which is exactly what you want. And lastly, it kind of encompasses everything here. The last P is professionalism. So basically all of these things, if you have an amazing portfolio, you've presented yourself, you look great, you sound confident in what you're doing, you have got processes to back up what it is that you are telling clients and how you work. So they're comfortable, they understand how you work. You're posting regularly, so you're showing people, you know, the good stuff that you have to share and why you're someone to watch. Perception, again, all of these are leading into the perception, and you're building yourself, you're building your brand, okay? And it all leads down to professionalism. So you're gonna look more the professional than somebody else who's not doing all of these things. You can just break it down into each one. You know, don't expect that you're gonna do it one hunk in one day, or a chunk in a day, sorry, you know, but over time, you know, these are what you should be aiming for. And that is going to kick your business up a notch. You're gonna be showing people you are someone that is a force to be reckoned with, and you will be getting clients and more business. I can pretty much guarantee it. I'm Claire Jefford of Creating Contrast Designs. Hopefully you're already part of my Facebook interior design group, which is Interior Design Business Strategies, IDBS, where I say there is no BS. Okay, so I'm fully upfront. What you see is what you get. It's a no-nonsense approach. Link below is there. Why don't you click on it, go check me out, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have there. I may have spelled that wrong. Maybe there's 2 F's in it. Maybe that doesn't make me look so professional. But, and don't fail them and they won't fail you. And then again, when I come to the presentation,